Hey, good morning, everybody. It's the 20th of January. We have 5 minutes till market open. And just right off the bat, remember we were looking at IWM, the Russell's 2000 ETF, yesterday, and we had a short swing from this day of the 18th to yesterday's 19th, and we had bought roughly at this bounce of 210. We ended up catching it down at like our last contract. We scaled out at like a 206. And now, what I personally am looking for is I am looking for a bounce. So let's just go back to that daily, right? So we can see this daily. It's clearly broke under now. And what I'd like to see is possibly a bounce up to confirm that to confirm that we are free to continue downwards and not bounce back up and recover. I mean, it'd be okay if it recovered, but as the charts look, it's already broken a major support area, and we want to see a bounce up before we can move back down. So today, yesterday was the last 2 days have been very, very red, full of selling, and maybe there'll be a day for people to cover their shorts or at least just buy a little bit of the dip. And hopefully, we can see a move back up to around the 208 level to confirm this break of area. And then, if it hesitates that it doesn't want to push above, we can most likely see a continuation downwards on the IWM small caps. Um, there's going to be some consolidation. Here's exactly what I'll show you right now. What I see. If there's this hesitation, there could be um, some kind of bear flag, um, bear flag or pennant action possibly. If there was a pullback, doesn't look like it wants to. But if it were to pull back on this level, it would do some consolidating between this price level, and then it will break back down to touch this. So yeah, here's if it plays out like I had mentioned with this bear pennant forming, we'll see this. It's come to oversold. It's dipped again lower, but if we don't see a if the RSI is going to merge closer to the 50 again, we're going to see a break above the 9 for a possible just a little bit of consolidation here before it breaks back down towards the next lows. We actually might not see that till like all the way till lunch. Like we might not see the move we want till lunch. And sometimes that's just how it is, right? It could now just be a weird head and shoulder. Let me show you that. So sometimes trading can get really messy in the aspects of drawing all these lines because you have to think about not necessarily what you're seeing, but what everybody else is seeing too. People can interpret things differently, right? So, it gets messy because now we have these weird, ugly lines. If I were to cut that and I were to cut that, some people might just see it as okay, here's a downtrending resistance, right? And that would be easy enough. Some people don't even need the line, they'll just say, all right, I see it. Bouncing off the 9. The 26 will be its backup. That's what I'll typically use too. And if the 26 doesn't hold, the 50. But you can see that the 26 should hold. It actually already looks like it's not holding. So if we kind of draw it like this, right? What's already happened is it's broken down, made like a pennant, a mini little bearish pennant, broke down again, consolidating kind of I would say this is more like a falling wedge, which is a bullish reversal, which it did reverse up. Little pullback. So there's a leg here, pull back, and another leg move upwards. 67. Okay, so we are here. Let's make a few things. There was a large sell order. I don't know where the fuck that went. Oh, you motherfuckers. We just bought 6 contracts of 130 puts at $67. Well, let's see what it's gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna have my stop loss kind of where it is, but like mentally a little higher. Probably like around here. Technically, if it breaks out, it'll probably run up pretty quickly before it halts here. But also, hopefully, we see enough selling pressure that'll keep it underneath. I mean, all these bullish pushes aren't quite holding exactly where they think they wanted to. I think, but it's got to be exhausted. I'm hoping. Seeing the 5 minute is just above 50 on the RSI. I'm hoping it can turn around and start heading down. Go, go. I wish I would have bought it up here. I would have at least gotten a few bucks out of that in savings, but I would also have been risking it to break too. I was kind of buying at the break zone, so let's go. It's the baby. All right, I'm gonna get some water while this plays out. IWM, ooh, you coming back down for a tumble. Be fair, be fair. Ooh, that might be a nice catch. Can you catch? If Boeing comes back to test 220 like that, 219, I would like to buy. I would like to buy, please. Because that would be, I could see some value in making a play on that. Since I already missed the boat, I'm going. I just need a nice, decent pullback to let me get in at a reasonable price. Okay, I need a reasonable price. Boeing, you have earnings. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we don't play Boeing. I'm gonna tell myself no. We'll just because we just want to wait till after earnings. Can we carry out? Can we carry out what we gonna do? $66 up 66 so far. There's a bit of resistance here. I mean, if it comes back for a retest, I'm expecting it to be there. Can we make the push? Can we make the push? Okay. So we are starting the next 5 minute candle. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's sell two at 81. Yeah, we don't like that. We don't like that. We're starting to make a bit of a doji candle, which on the 5 minute. It doesn't close for another 3 minutes, but I am not settling with that. I sold half to lock in some. Let's keep our finger on the trigger. Yeah, it didn't want to break smoothly. Let's just get out. Okay. Pay loss day, guys. $69. It was it almost topped 100 back down here when there was some good IV, but I did not like that movement. It wasn't breaking out clear for me. Uh all the hesitation up here made me skeptical. I wanted to see that breakout, but there wasn't the level of volume that I wanted to see. There wasn't the level of impulsiveness. Um, and I'm already seeing some of the buy orders kind of fade from where I wanted it to be. I wanted to see strong pushes. Um, when it breaks out from a pattern like this, you should see volume. People that see the breakout, they want to take part in the breakout. But if there's not enough participants in the breakout, we're not going to see a breakout. Not strong enough, right? Um, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now. If I were to put a line right here for support as this price line right here, you kind of see if it touches this point right here, and it holds, we might see it coming back up in range. Let's just watch this play out because yeah, without the level of volume, that's what I kind of see playing out. Realistically, I should have realized that it was probably people hitting their stop losses. Duh. Yeah, I should remember that. Um, People who got their stop losses triggered. That's why it pumped up so quickly. Um, I totally forgot about that. Sometimes you gotta remember how the market moves. But yeah, we're happy with that. That's what we. I mean, we said it was gonna move here, 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 this, and that, and it did what we wanted it to do. How much further can it fall is the question. Now, this is that support from the opening range. Oh, well, luckily for us, we do not have to stare and watch that anymore so closely, at least. On the 5 minutes looking, hopefully it's not going to turn around. No, it's going to keep pushing. Nice. Yeah, this is the next price point to break right here. 132.83. There's a good chunk of volume there where people will be watching. So we're gonna end it here. Here's a little recap. Baba trending in this bearish pennant, or you want to call it a fallen or a wedge, whatever. We came down. We bought roughly for reference price 134.50. Came down. We took our profits around 133.5 a dollar. So we got a nice dollar scalp on that, which roughly brought us $69 we scaled out of. We had a $69 profit today. Broke down, continued. Seems to be holding up. This hammer candle is very present in holding up the price, and now it's going to just float around 132, maybe reverse back upwards. Or if there's enough pressure, it'll fall back down. Lastly, our Capital One financial swing trade, we got in a reference price, I would say around like 152 and a half as well. And we are hoping to swing that until possibly next week. We have earnings. Is this Tuesday or Tuesday after market? I believe that's what it is. So I'm looking to get out most likely Monday or Tuesday, taking an account of the 31% IV, just to see if there's a spike in IV at all before earnings, just so we can get a larger premium on that, and we'll get back into it after earnings. But I just want to swing this one up next week for the for this bounce that I'm seeing. Hopefully I can show you guys that, and I can get that recorded. If I don't, I'll definitely let you guys see like the receipt of that. But this will probably be my last video for this week. It was a shorter week because of Martin Luther King ruins the trading schedule for the 5-day period for my 3-day trades. But then I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in this week, and hope to see you next week. Thank you.